Celebration Time na Asasha Elizabeth.
Mazingira yetu. Pani kalamu ndugu zetu, tuwaeleze ya mazingira yaliyo moyoni mwetu na wala si ghorofu. Lituondokee tewengu ijapokuwa ukufi. Mazingira jambo muhimu, jamani tuzatiti.
The students recited a poem to emphasize the theme of the day, which is to live a green life, grow with a green faith, and make a green school.
Miti yetu tuizingatie, tusiikate ovyo ovyo. Sababu ni ya muhimu, manyumbani hata shuleni. Kila mtu apande miti popote panapohitajika. Mazingira jambo muhimu, jamani tuzatiti. Na jingine tuongeza kuhusu mazingira. Hewa safi huleta mazingira safi. Harufu mbaya tukipunguza, maradhi yatatufuata. Mazingira jambo muhimu, jamani tuzatiti. Mazingira sabe wanje, wa nyumbani muhimu pia. Hata ingawa nikuje, tuatilie manani pia. Nyuso tusikuje, dalili ya ukarima. Mazingira jambo muhimu, jamani tuzatiti. Tamati tuatiananga, tanopeti tumefika. Mazingira tukiyachunga, kiafya tutanawilika. Halitatufika janga, la kifo kuangalika. Mazingira ni muhimu, jamani tuzatiti. Shabash.
Here, students from different schools performed spoken words. The first group on stage with a message to other girls to embrace utmost decorum and wisdom in life.
Nikona kitu. It's to my daughters. Girl child. Daughter, when you're grown and just, in case you want to become an insect, I don't want you to be a fly, because you all know that flies depends on waste. Kim Kardashian is fly, and that's why she dates Kanye West. So daughter, when you're grown, just in case you want to become an insect, I want you to be a bee, so that if ever a man wants to call you honey, he should know that you can make honey. So daughter, I'll build you a mansion so that you may not fall for men with cubes. So daughter, when you're grown, I don't want you to fall for men with biceps and triceps. I want you to fall for men with concepts. So daughter, when you're grown, and a man older than your father or the same age as your father wants to court you, I want you to tell him that I'm diabetic, cousin, I don't do sugar daddies. So daughter, when you're grown, you see, don't be deceived by careers. You see, I've come across soldiers protecting boundaries and lives, and they couldn't protect their daughters at the age of an FGM knife. I've come across bloggers, web designers, socialites, spending more time on internet than they did with their daughters' homework. I've come across doctors whose wives are so patient and they've never taken them for a treat. So daughter, when you're grown, and the world tells you to shake what your mama gave ya, nataka utingize kichwa, ukikata ukisema pana. Mamangu alinikataza kuchora, kubend down pose 6:30 jioni kwa party. Nataka utingize kichwa in disagreement ukisema my mama gave me a head of principles, values and dignities. So daughter, when you're grown, jua body yako ni temple ya Christ, holy and sanctified. Usiende ukipost news zako social media ukitafuta followers. IG, so unajua 1 like from money the same as 1 billion like to God. So daughter, when you're grown, urembo ni wewe. Urembo si kukaa kwa kioo for 2 hours. Urembo usikue photocopy ya bleaches. So daughter, when you're grown.
So if anything is better than what you determined it to be, then snap and let the heavens know umesikia something worth it. Si tuendelee? Tuendelee ama tusiendelee? Okay, wewe endelea wewe. Mimi na wewe hatuwezi endelea, ni wewe ni performance yako, so wewe endelea.
In a narrative about climate, self-composition.
Well. What down? Sons and daughters of light. country, Kenya. Oh, hizo ni zama za kale. Oh, segula bebe kale. Na hiyo mvua
ilinyesha,
na hizo mimea
zilimea,
mazingira nazo
zilipendwa,
mazingira nazo
zilipendwa.
Long time ago, Kenya was the perfect description of beauty. Talk of the snow on top of Mount Kenya, the green trees all over the country, the fresh water streams, the beautiful inhalation of oxygen. In fact, our rainfall patterns were intact. Nobody could hear of these cases of skin cancer caused by ultraviolet rays. But of this generation and era, same a disaster. Disaster. We are overcome with high toxic level of greediness. Greediness for money that we end up cutting our trees. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so devastating to see the cases of skin cancer have increased in the hospital. This is due to the depletion of the ozone layer. Until date, I want to ask you, what about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the trees that you said we want to plant? What have we done to the world? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pleasure on the sun? Did you ever start to notice all the heat we've had before? Did you ever start to notice this crying out that we've been shown? Ladies and gentlemen, we have been warned a million times not to release industrial pollutants in the air. There is an unstable rainfall pattern. Tell me, ladies and gentlemen, is it your joy to see houses drowning because you flood? Is it your joy to see a child cry, both protruding due to hunger? This is all our causes, ladies and gentlemen. We continue cutting down trees. How many times have we been warned? Tell me. But on the positive side of story, we can fix the ozone layer depletion by planting more trees, reporting to the relevant authority. Those people cutting down trees, and we will go back to the past where we used to dance and sing in the rain. By shout, I love you, climate to the sun to the rainfall to the crop. The rain lets them grow, people. Say the 1, 2, 3 and 4. Say the 1, 2, 3 and 4. Tata bona. Say the 1, 2, 3. Say the 1, 2, 3. Tata bona. Say the 1, 2. Say the 1, 2. Tata bona. Say the 1 by short. Vidiana Danje. Huruma girls. Free.
We are seeing beautiful talents, and our prayer and hope is that it doesn't remain at the stage, but that we are going to become those people who are going to make our country green. Tuko pamoja? So we hope to make our country green, and we pray that what is beginning today will go into the future generations. And as one school, I think, song talked about, let's make Kenya that beautiful country that we inherited from our great-grandparents, and it is possible.
And now it was time for muscle flex by acrobats, displaying spectacular gymnastic feats and moves.
My name is Rukia Ahmed from Our Lady of Mercy Girls Secondary School, Shauri, Moyo. I'm glad to present a speech on environment, how we will have a greener environment. When we talk of environment, we have several definitions. Someone will think environment is just the plants we see around. Someone else will think environment is just the human beings we see plus the plants and all that. Someone else will have a definition on environment different from those I mentioned. So to me, environment is not just the plants we see around. It's made up of two things or more than that. One is the living part of it and the non-living. Are you getting? When we talk of the living part of environment, we are talking of plants and animals. So we say biotic factors and abiotic factors. Biotic meaning living factors, and abiotic means what? Non-living. So we are the biotic factors of our environment. How do we use our technology, the advanced technology of our Mother Earth, right? So how do we use this? I'm thinking of something. What can I do in the future so that I will make sure that there is a change in Wajir County before even I try to change other counties?
In front of you is Naomi Ajiambo, a student from Huruma Girls High School, ready and happy to present to you a poem entitled Climate Change. So sit back, relax, chiki your belt, and enjoy. Welcome. From dawn to dusk, the climate is changing from drought to floods, changing from floods to frost. Let's control this climate change by having a better environment. When it comes to droughts, everybody is crying for hunger, crying of their lives, not knowing what will happen next. When it comes to floods, everybody is running for their lives to different places. Instead of dying one person after another, we can stop deforestation, pollution of the chemicals, and other human activities which causes danger to our lives. Let us be our brother's keeper by concerning their lives. Let's stop cutting down trees because we are the one who end up just suffering because of greediness and ignorance. Let's accept the reality that we are responsible for our environment. So, to you, my mom and dad, to you, my brothers and sisters, let's hold our hand together and control the climate change because losing life is not in our dictionary.
Si hawa watu wanakata miti wanafaa kuwaka miti and not kwa viti wameka in a meeting because they are causing calamity between man and the trees. That's why I'm expressing this through poetry. Mother Nature aliniambianga it takes a teamwork to make the dream work. So we need to make preservation our determination. And that's how tunaweza kwa hii nation and the future generation. So planting trees should not only be part of our mission, but also our vision. Na pray for a green Kenya, and that's my mission.
Haina haja tukate miti, tutataka kujenga majumba ya ghorofa, mwishowe tunakufa kwa ajili ya kukosa oxygen. Haina haja tukate miti without thinking of the next generation ambayo inakuja itauliza babu alifanya nini, aliacha legacy gani. Wajua, it's better to preserve the environment. Let us put the green coloring of the environment.
So Mother Nature alinipatia a very important task, that is to look after our daughter vegetation. Na natafuta Pastor Kanyare sana ndo nifunze kupanda mbegu. Kuna mhenga aliniambia ati pesa ni makaratasi, na chenye mimi najua ni makaratasi tunatoa kwa mti. Oh sorry, majani ya mti. Tuna pretend sana that tuna care about Mother Nature, instead we are helping ourselves. So mimi na plant one tree that is poetry. Na nitarain on it like my own empire. Na siwezi fall like water from the sky. Nimekuwa wako Fiesta the poet.
Sisi kama youth tuko na obligation ya ku take care of Mother Nature cause nasikia Father Nature ni left. Sisi kama youth tunafaa ku stand for the truth because I'm sure this message can't mess your age, and so I've laid my foundation at the base. I stand for nothing, rest for the sake of the human race, and so do I rest my case.
The theme of today is how to conserve the environment. Today, people are changing the earth faster and more drastically than any before nature. All people on earth share one homeland, our motherland. All living beings on earth and the uncountable varieties of human beings, animals, plants, and that grow, reproduce themselves, and die because they depend on the earth's environment to sustain themselves. All living beings are part of the great web of life that has existed for million years and will keep on existing for as long as the earth can support it. The late Wangari Maathai said, when you destroy the motherland, the environment is very harsh. Same to the nature. The nature itself will be harsh on you. Will be harsh on you and on me. So, kindly, let's maintain and keep the environment.
Then, the gist of the event, tree planting. Everyone gathered here to plant trees and water them.
Kuwa makini kusikia na kuchangia katika mambo mengi kuhusu mazingira.
Steven Kezamutima, a student at Catholic University of Eastern Africa. I'm also from the Justice, Peace and Integrity of Creation Franciscans Africa. Today we've had a great event, a green talent show. As you know, Catholic University and the Franciscans in their partnership with the Sisters of Mercy, we have a program that we are running with the secondary schools, even with primary schools. It is a national youth dialogue on climate change and the reconciliation. But today it was special because we have this Green Talent Show where we bring young people to speak about environment through talent, some through songs, others through spoken words, poems, skits, and motivational speech. It is really, our common home is what we need to prevent. We need to serve our Mother Earth for us and the future generation. So we do care about life, we do care about environment, we do care about peace. We are here a student from Catholic University of Eastern Africa. We've met this student from Ngarariga, from St. Anne, from St. Michael's, from Huruma Girls. We've met here at Huruma Girls with a student from Shauri Moyo. Now many from Langata Barracks, 7 secondary schools, and Catholic University has an international university here at Nairobi. This is also a new kind of initiative where we say that the only gift that you can give back to God is to plant a tree and to water it, to take care of our common good, to take any action. So the theme of today was green life, green faith, and make a green school. I tell you that these schools, when you go, you come to Huruma Girls where we are, you go to Shauri, you go to Catholic University of Eastern Africa, you find really these are green schools. People are doing a lot in taking care of environment, in making life green, in making the place and environment green. So join us, start doing it. We are not at risk. We still have a chance to do something to save our Mother Earth, to save our common home. Thank you so much, and my God bless you.
Wow. That was a very wonderful performance right there. Now, climate change is the environmental challenge of this generation, and it is imperative that we act before it is too late. Currently, our country is facing a lot of problems, one of them being the drought menace, and we have witnessed people dying. We have also seen gory photos and pictures of emaciated people from these countries that have been ravaged by the drought. I hope you have learned quite a lot and gleaned important issues about the conservation of the environment. Of course, drought is one of the implications of environmental degradation and lack of awareness on how to conserve and protect our environment. It is a wrap right here at Celebration Time program. You have been with me as Sasha Elizabeth. Let's catch up next weekend for yet another episode. Goodbye.